Hello, and welcome to Never Seen It, a podcast about movies we haven't seen yet. I'm one of your hosts, Betsy. With me, as always, is Trent.
Hey.
He's my co-host and my husband.
Yep.
Today we are moving on. We're getting closer to the finish line. We are in the newest decade, the 2010s, in the year 2012. The movie we are watching will be celebrating its 10-year anniversary, actually 1 week from the release of this episode. October 5th is the 10-year anniversary of Pitch Perfect. Now, we are watching this because, I don't know, reasons. But I have seen it, and Trent, you have not.
No. And we mentioned it in the last episode. We made a conscious effort to choose different genres of film for every decade. Because film as a whole, as an industry, evolves, and things get popular at different times. And Betsy, this is a very different kind of movie.
But a very popular movie that spawned 2 sequels in 5 years.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff that came out of the movie too, like separate and apart from it. And yeah. We don't really, I don't really watch musicals.
And this is kind of one of those where it's not a musical per se. It's not people breaking out into song and dance because they're expressing their emotions. It's literally people singing because they are a group of singers. So clearly, Trent, you are not living under a rock. You know what Pitch Perfect is.
I am very aware of what Pitch Perfect is, but I've been able to avoid it for the past 10 years.
Well, today is your day, Trent. So what do you know about Pitch Perfect?
We're going to record an aca-podcast.
I hate you so much right now.
Yes, they're an a cappella group called the Bellas, and that right there, I don't know if it has anything to do with the other reference to Bella that we've covered on this show or not, but I doubt it. But it's Anna Kendrick, Rebel Wilson, Brittany Snow.
Yep.
I think that's all I know as far as people in it.
As far as the women who are in it.
Yeah.
There's definitely some guys you will recognize.
Sure. There's a song that Anna Kendrick got really famous for that's the Cup song. I can't remember the actual name.
I think it's just called Cups, or the Cup song.
Or it has something to do with that.
Yes, it has something to do with cups.
Yeah, and it's a good song. I know the song. I like Anna Kendrick in a lot of things. I think she's really funny. I haven't really heard her sing all that much, like, separate from that song.
We saw Into the Woods, and she was in that.
Yeah.
But you've only seen that, I think, the one time, which came out not that long after this one did.
You're right. And I don't know, the old adage about actors and singers and dancers, like being a triple threat, isn't really a thing anymore.
It really isn't. I will tell you that Anna Kendrick got her start on Broadway. So, like, we listened to her audiobook, and she goes into that a lot.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where she actually started on the stage and then became a movie actress.
Yeah.
She just hadn't flexed that muscle until this movie. So people seemed surprised by the fact that she could actually sing.
I mean, I'm not surprised. It's just, this isn't an in-demand talent anymore for actors. Like, you're not supposed to be able to sing.
Dance musicals are not a thing.
I mean, we watched La La Land, and those two actors can barely sing, they can barely dance, and they can sometimes barely act. So they did all the three things, but
no one ever said you had to do them well. You just have to be able to do them.
I know. But that's I'm not trying to throw shade at those two guys. No, they were fine. Frankly, I like them as regular actors. They're good, but they shouldn't be up there singing and dancing.
Trent, there will be a time that we're gonna watch some musicals, more modern musicals on this show.
Yeah.
Where the singing is much more suspect than those two in La La Land.
All right, fair enough.
I could summon some gems that would make you want to pull your hair out. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about Pitch Perfect.
Yeah.
Any other things you know about, like, the plot? Anything you have heard?
It's a competition, just like Bring It On as a competition thing. Drumline, I'm sure, is a competition thing, and this is one of those. That's what I think this movie is going to be.
It's geared to young people, and it's
Yeah.
about a competition. It just happens to be a cappella singing.
Yeah, and
you
it
know, the
is going
super cool thing from 2012.
and it is going to be kind of in that same template. And I haven't seen any of those movies. I don't think I need to, because I know what's going to happen.
Do you, Trent? Do you really? We might have to
No.
test that theory someday.
No, I've never seen Bring It On. I've never
We are
seen
absolutely
any
watching
of those
Bring It
other
On
ones.
someday. We're going to watch Step Up. We are watching Bring It On.
Step Up 2.
Step Up 2, The Streets. Shut up, that movie's awesome. In any case, we're not talking about those. Right now we're talking about Pitch Perfect. So we're going to go see that, and we will be right back. And we're back. All right, Trent, that was Pitch Perfect. Did you think it was aca-tastic?
So listen. This movie was never going to be for me.
No, this is absolutely... You're not the demographic.
No.
Let's just put it that way.
No. I didn't hate it. I think the chemistry between all the people was really, really great. I really had to get Skylar Astin's face out of my brain because he ruined a character from another thing that he was replacing another guy.
But this predates it, so it doesn't count.
I don't care. I live in the present, goddammit. And yeah, so the thing there is that he replaced a character on Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. We've mentioned this in the past. He was not as good as the other guy. There, I said it. Whatever. Anyway, the singing was good. I think that some of the choices for the songs were a little weird. And if I were to put a tagline on this, it was put out in 2012, and it's like they took the concept of a mashup, like a song mashup, and made it into a movie.
Yes.
That's exactly what this movie is.
Yes.
But it's a cappella instead of the things people actually like.
It is something where they are all being incredibly earnest about something that is incredibly silly.
Right. And I think it works because they know, okay, yeah, you guys are just fucking nerds.
We're trying to make this thing cool, but it doesn't matter if you think it's cool because we think it's cool. It's never going to be cool. But we think it's cool.
I know.
So come with us on this journey or fuck right off. We don't care.
Which I like the self-awareness of, okay, nerds. You fucking nerds. What are you doing? You're fucking nerds.
No, trust me. Everybody I've ever met who has done a cappella, they know. They are deeply aware. And this was the weird cultural pocket of the late 2000s, early 2010s, where for some reason a cappella music and music groups were becoming popular.
No.
Yes.
No.
This was happening. The internet was making it happen.
That's the thing, though. It was popular on the internet for a short time. And I think movie studios see things like that, and they don't know what actually is popular. And they just say, oh, yeah, the kids are way into this a cappella stuff on the internet. Let's just throw a bunch of money at making a movie, and it's going to be successful. And it was.
But it was.
Against all fucking odds, it was successful. They made 2 sequels to this shit. Okay. Again, I don't hate it. I just don't like when something very tiny from the internet is plucked out and shoved out to the general populace and
the masses,
expecting it to be just a massive thing. And inexplicably, it was. I don't get it.
Well, you didn't see this movie until just now.
Yes.
But you knew the aca blank. Like, just add aca to whatever.
Aca bitches.
Aca bitches, aca awkward, aca children, aca excuse me. It is so stupid. Like, we are jaded old people.
Yeah.
And watching them do that repeatedly, it was just like, I want to slap your stupid little faces. Because they're saying it seriously. Again, it's in the context of the movie. I don't think that people have started doing that in real life. Dear God, I hope not.
I think the only people who do it ironically and in their own little groups that like this shit.
Right, that like this movie.
Yeah.
And this is a fun movie. It's a cute movie.
Yeah.
It's fine. It has like all the things. It has, gross out humor. It has a little bit of raunchy humor. It has like the love interest. You have Becca, the alternative girl who just wants to be a DJ, and she's too cool for a cappella music.
Yeah.
But she succumbs. She turns to the dark side because she has to make friends. And she does it. And then she loves them, Trent. They're all real friends because she never had real friends before.
Yeah, and it's got to have those aspects to it in order to actually get you to like these people.
Yes, you do.
You have to have that.
And we touched on it at the beginning, but people didn't really know that Anna Kendrick could sing in this.
Yeah.
I think a few of these people in this movie were more known as singers. Like Skylar Astin was still kind of starting as an actor. It's sort of unfortunate because he was on Broadway. He's done Broadway many times before.
Yeah.
And now
Clearly.
he's sort of become pigeonholed as that guy who is a singing actor.
That guy who sings, yeah.
And it's really frustrating because I think he's probably better than this, but he's starting to get annoying because he keeps doing it over and over. He was in this, fine, this came first. But then he did Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, which you already mentioned. It bothers you. And then he did Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, which is like weirdly similar in a lot of ways to Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
It's pretty much just Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
We haven't watched it. We can't speak to that exactly.
It's without the charm for sure of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Again, we haven't seen it.
And it doesn't have the wink and a nod. And like, we could talk at length about Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. That show could have been on like an HBO. They could have gone really raunchy with it, but they didn't. They put it on the fucking CW.
Yes, they did.
And the Zoe's Playlist thing was on CBS.
NBC.
NBC? Okay, one of the broadcast networks. But they couldn't really push the line with that kind of thing, and being on the CW, it's still a broadcast network, but it's known for taking some risks. But yeah, we're way off topic.
Bringing it back, the point is Skylar Astin.
Yeah.
I don't think he's bad in this. I just think that having seen him do this over and over, he's kind of one note.
He's the try-hard wanting to be someone's boyfriend because he's fun and quirky.
And he's the perpetual, like, 22-year-old. Like, he's almost our age or older, I think. He might even be
all
older
of these people are probably as old or older than us.
Yeah, they're around the same age, certainly. They were all beyond college by the time they made this movie.
In 2012, they were all past college age.
Yeah. Then you've got Rebel Wilson, who's playing a character called Fat Amy.
God damn it, Rebel Wilson is the best thing in this movie.
Oh, that is absolutely true. I don't know how I feel about the whole Fat Amy thing. Like, I get it.
It's 2012. Also, it's
self-aware.
It's her, though.
Yes, it is her. It is self-aware. And they call it out immediately. Like, I call myself that, so you don't call me that behind my back.
Yeah.
Which is, claiming her power, as it were.
Sure.
But it's still weird. It's weird to have
Don't call that out.
No. I don't know. It's like fat phobic and weird and just, I don't know. I don't really like it.
I don't know.
Maybe in 2012 it was funny, but I don't think it's that funny now.
But then, like, you have to kind of separate yourself from that and talk about, okay, think about, like, fat actors. Think about a guy like Chris Farley. He owned it. He used it. Think about Melissa McCarthy. She owns it. She uses it. Mm-hmm. So in this case, she is more tongue-in-cheek and just, like, kind of poking fun at it. She's not using it per se, but she's owning herself.
She kind of says it and then we move on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, hey, here it is. This is what I call myself. This is what you can call me. And that's not even my name.
Right. It's actually Fat Patricia.
Which I think was a good joke.
And she sings in this movie too. Like everybody, as far as I know, is doing their own singing.
Yeah, why not?
She doesn't really get like she has a solo, but she's being really extra, so you don't get to hear like really
actual
smooth,
singing.
nice singing.
Yeah.
But I know that she played Ursula in a live version of The Little Mermaid at the Hollywood Bowl. So I know she can wail.
Cool.
She has proven that. And I think maybe in the later ones she probably gets to do more singing. But in this one she's just there for the laughs and doesn't really
And
get
she
to
was
sing.
a nobody before this movie,
She
right?
was in Bridesmaids the year before.
She was?
She's one of the roommates that Kristen Wiig lives with.
That's right.
Yes, she's like...
With the bald guy.
I'd like to invite you to not live with us anymore.
Right.
But this was the movie that really made her explode.
Fucking Bridesmaids, guys.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Bridesmaids, I don't care.
Stop listening.
I don't care what your movie tastes are. Go watch Bridesmaids. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Didn't we see that twice in the theater?
Oh, that's a fine question. I feel like that
Maybe
is possible.
God, we saw it in the cheap theater.
I don't know. I definitely saw it in the theater. It is entirely possible.
Maybe you saw it twice. You brought me.
It is entirely possible I made you go see it.
I'm pretty sure you made me go and watch Bridesmaids in the theater.
That would have been,
I thank you for it.
That would have been the year we started dating, and I probably did. That sounds like something I would do. Make you go see it.
Yep. Anyway.
So who else have we got? We've got Anna Camp as Aubrey.
And to this point, we only have seen her in one thing. She was in one season, maybe a season and a half of True Blood.
I think she was in a season and then maybe came back later. I don't recall. But yeah, she was on True Blood.
Yeah, as the preacher's wife, as like this ultra conservative Christian.
She was in more than one season because she was in the second season and then later she came back as like the villain, the main villain.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, she's in this and she's like the uber bitch. Like,
she's very she's not even a bitch, she's just really uptight.
Well, clearly because when she lets go,
she
really lets go.
She vomits everywhere. I'm really glad that they only showed the serious vomiting ones. Like, I've maybe talked about this before. I have a thing about movie, like, vomiting and gross out
even
stuff.
Even if it's, like, super,
like, this
like,
is, like,
fake.
Yeah, even if it's, like, super fake and I know it's fake, I react, like, I start gagging. And I am more likely to do that watching a movie than in real life. I have watched people actually puke, and it's not a big deal to me. But when I watch it in the movies, I don't know. It bothers me. This one actually didn't bother me that much. And I think it's because, at the beginning, they show it for like a second, and I know it's coming, and they don't linger on it.
It's also, like, comedically, like, weird.
Right, but there are plenty of movies that, have comedic puking that just make me want to gag.
I mean, you don't have the thing where, like, what is it called? Like the sympathetic puker or something like that?
Oh, like if someone starts puking, you start puking?
Yeah, or gagging.
Not in real life, weirdly.
I kind of have that.
I'm
not around a lot of people who have puked.
I take it back. Sometimes I do, but I find it's more realistic in movies that I start gagging. And in this movie, it didn't bother me.
Yeah.
I think it's because it just looks so ridiculous. Like, it looks like she's throwing up baked beans at the beginning. And then the second time they do it, you're looking at her from the back.
Sure.
So you're not actually seeing it happen.
And then someone makes a puke angel.
Yes, she makes a puke angel. But did you know that this movie is where Anna Camp and Skylar Astin met and they got married?
Huh. All right.
They weren't together for very long, but they did get married after this movie.
Sure, why not?
Which, that kind of makes sense. Like, they're the same sort of type in this movie and in other things I've seen them in. So I get them as a couple, but yeah, they didn't last for very long.
Okay.
And they got divorced. Just a fun side note.
Whatever. And
then you have Brittany Snow. Brittany Snow was known for singing before this, was she not?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen Brittany Snow in anything.
I thought she was also in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Wasn't she Josh's girlfriend in the third season at the beginning?
She's like she works in a shop somewhere.
Yeah, she's like a dog groomer.
I take that back. Yeah, I did see her in that, but she was only in like a couple episodes.
But I'm pretty sure she was in something before this that I'm forgetting where she was kind of known as a singer.
She's kind of a nobody, but I know her name. I don't understand why.
I don't know. She's just in the lexicon for some reason.
I guess. And
normally I don't think she's a redhead, so in this movie, she's a ginger.
sure, why not? It works.
Yeah, and
with her green eyes, it works.
She's fine in this. Like, she's not doing anything like overly impressive, but for the movie, it doesn't really call for her to stretch her muscle.
Well, she certainly made an impression on Becca during the shower scene.
When she just busts in on her in the shower.
Yeah, so we see so Becca's coming in to the shower and she's singing a song, whatever the song is, and you can see a pair of feet. Yeah, two pairs of feet.
There's
excuse me.
A pair of men's feet and a pair of women's feet.
Which, hey, it's college, whatever. And Becca goes in and she's singing and whatever. She starts the shower, and then all out of nowhere, she just waltzes into the shower.
Yeah, Brittany Snow whips
Hi.
open the curtain.
Hi.
I knew you could say it.
And they have their conversation, and it's very awkward.
Yes, it goes on for some time.
Yes.
And she even says, I'm very confident about all this.
About all this. And clearly, you should be.
That would be so very, very awkward, but she just is insistent, like, I am not leaving until you sing.
Yeah.
And they sing a little duet together in the shower. And then it still lingers. Like, this goes on for a very long time.
And then the guy that she was with, supposedly, comes in and says, hey, you're really good.
They also don't explain him. Like,
no.
He's not introduced before this. This is where we meet him, and then he's gone for the rest of the movie.
That's just somebody she's taking a shower with.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's just for comedic effect. It's so there's a guy to make commentary and have one more naked person.
I guess. But of course, this is PG-13, so you don't get to see any bits. So.
No, though there is a girl with like giant nipples at the beginning. Did you notice that?
Yeah, would they call her the baloney boobs or something like that?
But she's not wearing a bra and she's wearing a see-through tank top and she has very dark circles on her chest. And it's just there for like a second. It's like, why is this here? It's that thing in movies like this where you could take it one road or you could take it another.
Right.
And they chose the stupid humor road.
Sure. And this was, I guess, produced by Elizabeth Banks partly. And I imagine part of this is a lot of her humor because she's very much into like the stupid, childish body humor that you maybe aren't used to with like female-led comedies.
That is fair. That is why most people say, oh, women aren't funny. Because when they do raunchy humor, it's just like out of this world.
Again, going back to Bridesmaids.
Oh, yeah. That's
produced by a woman.
And there is some raunchy shit in that movie.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah, I forgot that Elizabeth Banks had something to do with the production of this movie, but that explains why she's in this movie as a announcer who is a former a cappella person.
I want to know the story between these two because it just seems to me like it's very possible that those microphones are not hooked up to anything and they're just up there commentating to no one.
Her and John Michael Higgins,
right.
The misogynist who thinks women can do nothing, and she is just like, yeah, it's weird. Like the two have a really funny dynamic.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of Christopher Guest movies.
Yeah, it's the best in show kind of thing.
It kind of made me wish she was in a Christopher Guest movie because the two of them together were really funny.
Yeah, and I think this movie is like a combination of a lot of different movies. It's the best in show thing with the commentating. It is a lot of Mean Girls vibes when it comes to the relationships between the women,
groups.
The cliquey stuff, and like you have this a cappella group and that one, and they hate each other, but they're gonna come together anyway. You're not allowed to be penetrated by any of the opposing group.
Yeah, the Treble Makers. They all have terrible names. I love the puns.
God.
I love the puns. The Minstrel Cycles.
God.
The Treble Makers. What was it? The Sacapellas.
The Sacapellas.
They're really just cheesy and stupid names that teenagers would come up with.
Of course.
But yes, you're right. Going back to Elizabeth Banks, it is entirely possible they're just talking to nobody because who is airing this? Is it on the radio? Is it on TV? Who is listening to the regional championships for the a cappella groups?
Yeah. But then again, they have the finals at the Lincoln Center.
Yeah.
Why would the Lincoln Center host this horse shit?
Because they need to fill 365 days of entertainment.
Yeah.
And sometimes that includes a cappella groups from college.
Sure.
Collegiate a cappella.
I like the line that she made in the first one, the introduction one. Nothing makes a woman feel more like a girl than a man that sings like a boy. Of course, it is a commentary on like boy bands and shit like that.
Yeah, and she like has a throwaway comment at the end where she says something about, well, that could turn me, like about the female group.
Right.
And the other guy says, who would have expected this from girls, like from women?
Right.
And she says, if you are nothing, you are nothing if not a misogynist at heart. And he goes, yes, I am.
Yeah, there are some like individual moments here that really made me laugh. Like it was kind of a throwaway line, but when they're doing their riff off, the grand prize is to win a microphone that was used by Hoobastank.
I missed
the band Hoobastank at something that they played at.
I missed that line completely.
Yeah,
and
that's
also,
the prize.
Even in 2012, were people still remembering Hoobastank?
I think that was the last reference in any popular thing ever about Hoobastank.
Because they were popular when we were in high school.
Yeah, like 05, I think, was their biggest hit.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yep.
Yeah, the riff-off scene is pretty funny where they're just like, okay, you have a theme, and this guy has like a weird flashlight thing.
That was awesome. I want to know what the fuck that is.
I have no idea, but it's a flashlight, but you push a button and it was also like a wheel and it would just land on something. And here's the theme, and it's ladies of the 80s and songs about sex.
Yeah.
And they sing just random music, and they're all just like so good at acapella that they just figure out all of the tunes and the notes and the harmonies and the beatboxing.
But apparently there are unspoken rules where you have to pick up your song off of a lyric from their song, another group's song. Yeah.
Wherever you come in has to match up.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that rule, Trent.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of that rule.
Yeah.
The whole movie is Aubrey is now the person taking over this group from the previous year, and she embarrassed herself, and now nobody wants to be in their group. And so they have to pick people who sing well, but are not, size 2 women dressed like flight attendants. And they pick this ragtag group of girls who are, Fat Amy and a sex maniac and a lesbian and a girl who sets fires to feel joy.
The semi-mute.
The semi-mute. I set fires to feel joy. Do you guys want to see a dead body?
Yeah, and I think all of that is all Elizabeth Banks.
Probably. It's a weird
It's that
thing.
kind of humor that she has.
I like when she says, I set fires to feel joy, and the guy on the bus is like, you're adorable.
Right.
But they put this group together, and Becca tries out because she's got to participate in some way.
But first she wants to join the DJ club.
She wants to be in the DJs.
But it's not what you think.
It's the Deaf Jewish Association or something like that.
Okay.
Okay, it's a weird group to exist on a campus, but good for you.
Good for you. You got 2 members.
So she joins the group, and they have the same set list from last year, and they're doing it again this year, and it's Ace of Base, and it's Gloria Estefan.
Yeah, nothing from this century.
No,
they say.
it's stuff from like the 80s and 90s. And they keep doing the same set list over and over and the same choreo over and over. And it's sad and boring, Trent.
But it got them to the finals, and that's what counts.
Yeah.
But back to the audition scene where everybody has to do this one song from Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, we need a good audition montage in this kind of a movie, Trent.
And you know what? That was actually done really well.
Yep.
I think them cutting it all together, having the entire song sung, but from different voices all put together with like it was cut together really well. They had the clips all in on one screen. That was cool.
Good, bad, and in between.
But then Becca comes in late, and she can't be a part of the montage, Betsy.
No, she's too alternative and original.
Right. So she shows up and does her cup song.
Because she doesn't know Since You've Been Gone. Really? You don't know Since You've Been Gone? Where have you been living?
She didn't prepare.
Do you need to prepare Kelly Clarkson Since You've Been Gone, Trent? You could start singing that right now if you wanted to.
It's true, but I don't want to. But yeah, I totally thought that the cup song was going to be a bigger part of this movie.
Nope.
Because it is, not even a minute that she's on stage doing that song.
It's one verse and a chorus.
Yeah.
And this song reached number 6 when they released it as a single.
Yeah.
They did
as
a
a full
song.
song, of
Yeah.
course. And they did a music video to go along with the movie.
Yep.
I thought this was going to be a much bigger thing in the movie itself. It's not.
It's just
maybe I
part
thought
of
like
it.
for the finals she was going to get to do a solo of it.
Nope.
No.
She shows up.
Not at all.
She sings it.
She's not even doing it
That's it.
alone by herself. Where did this come from? Is it her own thing?
So I was reading the behind the scenes kind of stuff about this. And it is a song that existed, some version of this, that the Carter family did. So like June Carter Cash, her family did this song. And they were looking for something, and I guess Anna Kendrick actually picked this one. And she just sort of did the piece. And the cup thing dates back, like people have been doing that for a while. It's just like a game people would play, like jacks or slapping hands and stuff.
It's a way to make percussion sounds,
Yeah. And she did it because she knew how, and the rest is history, I guess.
Yeah. Like, did they find that out on the set? Like, oh, you can do this? Let's do that.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I just know that that's what she chose. Like, it fits the character. It's weird and different.
It is. But I'm infinitely curious as to what the impetus was behind them doing it and only doing that little bit. But of course, they wouldn't have known that the song was going to be a big hit after the fact.
I'm more interested in the fact that they recorded a full version and released it as a single.
Right. Who would have known?
I have no idea. The rest of the soundtrack, I don't even know if the soundtrack as a whole was successful because there's plenty of arrangements in this. You've got all of the different a cappella groups. You've even got an older a cappella group. There's a lot of cameos in this movie.
Yeah.
So did you recognize all the dudes in that older a cappella group?
All but one, yeah.
So it was Donald Faison, who you know from Scrubs.
Yep.
Jason Jones. Who was on The Daily Show?
He was on The Daily Show. Most known for The Daily Show.
Most known for The Daily Show.
Married to Samantha Bee.
Yep. Then you had Joe Latrulio on the far
the little
right.
Guy.
The little dude who has shown up in things like Role Models, which Elizabeth Banks is in. He's in Knocked Up. He's in
Everybody's
I
Friend.
Love You, Man.
Yeah, he's everybody's friend.
He's an obnoxious guy who shows up is what he is.
Yes.
He's in Superbad. He's one of those dudes.
Yeah.
The other one is Harmar Superstar. Do you know him?
Not at all.
He's from Minnesota, and he's just like this weird singer who does like disco music and writhes around in his underwear or something.
Completely over my head.
I
have
actually,
no idea who that is.
I saw him in concert.
Why?
He opened for somebody, and he does like weird disco music that's kind of fun. I don't know. He's very big in Minnesota.
I trust you.
He looks like a porn star.
That's kind of the vibe I was getting.
He's like a Ron Jeremy Jr.
Oh no, you don't want that. You do not want that.
So you had him. Christopher Mintz-Plasse shows up at one point. I think those are kind of the big ones. But I think it gets worse as you get into the sequels. Like, I seem to recall in the second Pitch Perfect, the defensive line for the Green Bay Packers are in the trailer.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. I guess they love a cappella music.
I guess. They got to work on something when they're not practicing.
In the off season.
Yeah.
And the story unfolds in kind of a predictable way. They're doing the same old shtick.
Yeah.
They're all having fights. The boy likes her, but she's pushing him away. And then they have their big moment in the semifinals where she kind of goes rogue and surprises everybody and changes the arrangement. And you just can't do that. That's against like the golden rule of a cappella performing. And they all get mad, and she gets mad at him, and they all have their 15-minute obligatory breakup. And they don't make it to the finals, Trent, because they just didn't get there.
Because they suck.
Because they sucked. But there's a elimination, a disqualification.
What?
And the aca gods smiled upon them, and they get to
turn
be
this goddamn
in the
computer
finals.
off.
I didn't write this dialogue, husband of mine. I didn't write the dialogue.
God.
But yes, there is a just an arbitrary reason why they get to be in the finals after they have failed.
Well, one of the people in the a cappella group that got disqualified is not in college because apparently he comes from an extremely rich family.
He's in high school and he somehow managed to get in this group.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, he's like the mom is holding a bag that says, "My son is an honor student at JFK High School."
Oh, that's what that was.
And Benji sees it and does some digging, but they don't show any of that sequence.
Okay.
So I can understand how you would miss it. But when they show up at the door, they say, "Oh, well, we're here for the collegiate."
Yeah, I didn't make that connection there because
Yeah.
they didn't make it very well in the movie, clearly.
No, and that's why they get eliminated. That group is eliminated, and the next runner-up was the Barden Bellas.
Yeah, everybody moves on. It's spring break. Becca gets to work her magic on the DJ thing.
The overnight set.
Yeah, DJ Abs lets her do the overnight sets.
Yeah, DJ Abs. That's a good name for him because he doesn't really matter in any capacity.
No, he's a good-looking guy with a sexy accent,
and they have like a certain like chemistry where it looks like there's gonna be another love interest, but they don't really explore that.
Well, that's the thing. Skylar comes by and says, "Well, Jenna." Making fun of the fact that he doesn't
Becky.
actually...
He calls her Becky.
Yeah, making fun of the fact that the DJ Abs doesn't even know her name.
Yeah, he calls her Becky instead of Becca.
That's
and it's
what
Becca
it is.
with one
Becky.
C. Becca with one C.
God, I hate that.
I also hate
I
that.
hate that so much.
Who goes by Becca with one C? I've never heard of that in my entire life.
It's Bika.
Bika.
Baka.
He does that in the movie. Did you catch that?
I did. When he's drunk.
When he's drunk, he's like,
Yeah.
Bika! And they have their little moment where they're fighting, and then she tries to make up with him, and he's like, "No, I'm done with whatever
They
is."
have this cute little thing where he's showing off. He is incensed, Betsy. He is incensed that she's never seen the end of a movie. I don't think that's true.
She's not watched enough movies, and you need an education. And
I'm gonna fix you.
We're gonna watch Jaws and E.T. and the Breakfast Club, and you need to watch it. And she's just like, I don't know, movies. I'm just so different and unique. Movies are really boring and predictable.
As I roll my eyes, that you can hear them. Again, this kind of movie is not my thing because I know what's going to happen.
Of course you know what's going to happen.
Everybody knows what's going to happen. She even says it herself. Movies are so predictable. I know what's going to happen. The guy's going to end up with the girl and we're going to have a grand old party.
Right. They set up all the dominoes and then they knock them all down.
Yes.
And they fall exactly when and how they're supposed to.
I hate that shit.
I love it. Shut up. You love it too. They get to the finals. Benji gets in the group. Bumper can fuck right off.
Bumper. Bumper
they
gets
win.
a call from John Mayer to be a backup singer.
Yeah, from John Mayer's assistant.
He personally had his assistant call me.
And they go to the finals, they mix it up, and they finally break loose of their old ways, and now they're new and fresh, and everybody loves them. And she makes up with the guy by singing his favorite song from the Breakfast Club to prove she cares about things he cares about. And they kiss, and they win, and end of movie. And shut up, you love it. And then we get 2 sequels. And they get progressively worse. Like, I was looking at the Rotten Tomatoes scores. Like, this is a pretty high score because it's fine. It is predictable, but it's enjoyable. Predictable.
This movie deserves to be in like the mid-70s when it comes to Rotten Tomatoes scores.
And that's about where it is. I think it was like 77, something like that.
Yeah, that's totally respectable.
That is exactly where it belongs. It's either you're going to like it or you're just going to think it's okay. I think it would be really hard to dislike this movie.
Yeah.
Like to adamantly be like, this movie sucks and here's why.
Yeah.
I would love to hear someone's opinion about that other than you just don't like it. That's not a viable excuse.
Or you don't like modern music.
Yeah.
Or like any kind of music in movies is bad. That's the only people I can think of.
Right. And then the next movie is like a 40-some%. The final one is like 28. It's real bad. They just were definitely doing a cash grab.
Of course.
And the whole point of this movie is it's collegiate a cappella. At some point, they finish college.
Not all of those people are freshmen.
No, No.
Which is to say, Brittany Snow can't be in, or not Brittany Snow, Anna Camp
Well,
can't
both
be
of
in.
them.
Are they both seniors?
They don't explicitly
I know
say it,
one
but
of them is.
they're certainly in the older years of college.
They explicitly say that Anna Camp is a senior.
Yeah. So she's going to be done next year.
She can't be in it next year unless you want to have your own group singing out front of the semifinals.
Unless she doesn't graduate, because she does say that nothing matters. No boys, no classes, no nothing.
That's true. Maybe she can be a super senior.
Yeah, maybe she fails out of all her classes and has to keep going.
God, let's hope so.
She did set it up that we have reason to believe she failed all the classes her final semester senior year.
Yep. God, we're not going to watch the sequels, Betsy.
Aren't we,
We're
Trent?
not going to watch the sequels.
Trent, aren't we?
Betsy,
Yes.
maybe in the next
When we
decade
get to the next 10
thing,
years.
whenever the fuck that happens.
Give it a few years.
When did 2 come out?
Like 2 or 3 years after this.
Then we might be watching that in 2 or 3 years.
Excellent. You can look forward to that, listeners.
No, you won't.
We didn't talk about Bumper yet. So let's talk about him. So Adam, is it Adam Devine or Devine? I don't
say
actually
Devine.
know. I think it's weird because there's Adam Levine and Adam Devine, so it's very confusing.
No, it's not.
But this is like when he was right in that spot. He was on that TV show that I've never seen before.
I don't know.
He was on some TV show and he was starting to make movies. And this is kind of the guy he plays. He shows up, he's kind of a little ass.
This is everything that he's ever done.
Yeah. He
This
shows
is,
up.
He only knows how to do one thing.
He's sarcastic and mean to everybody.
I think, isn't he also in that movie, So-and-So Need Dates with Anna Kendrick and Aubrey Plaza?
Oh, shit. I forgot that movie existed entirely.
Yeah. And
But you might be right.
Anna Kendrick and Aubrey Plaza met on the set of the Scott Pilgrim movie. They became like best friends on that movie. And then they made like 2 other movies later.
No, I forgot entirely the movie you are referencing until you just said it. But I think you're right.
Yeah.
It's him and maybe Zac Efron or something.
Whatever.
But he is a character called Bumper, who is just like the coolest dude on campus as far as acapella is concerned.
I fully expected that he and Rebel Wilson were going to hook up by the end of the movie. It was just going to be destined for that.
Oh, they have like
But
a whole...
it doesn't happen.
They have a whole subplot of them like flirting. He's like, I just think we should like make out right now.
Like, you are the most disgusting human on the face of the earth. Do you want my number?
Yeah. And they like, she has his number and they're like, why do you have his number?
Yeah.
I'll let you in on a secret. They do hook up later. Like in one of the sequels, I think they might get married or some crap.
Sure.
Just because I've seen enough about the trailers to know that they do continue that through line.
Okay,
but you're
fine.
right. There is this weird like...
It just seems like the sequels
will
are...
we, won't they?
Yeah. The sequels just seem like they're going to be just fan service
Absolutely.
for the fans of these movies.
Which is
and
why
that's
they're
it,
terrible.
And not put in any
No.
effort to make them good movies. Just
No.
fan service is enough.
Sometimes that's okay, though. Sometimes if you like these movies, it won't matter. You're gonna go, you're gonna have a good time, you will acknowledge they are terrible, and you don't care. This is one of those movies I fully expect if and when we watch the sequels, or even if I just watch them by myself.
I'm surprised you haven't already.
I've only seen this one time before today.
Wow.
One time.
I did not know this.
Yes, and while I was watching it, I think I was also like scrolling through Pinterest or surfing the internet or something, so I was not really paying that much attention, and I didn't really care that much. I was not invested.
No.
This is a movie, again, I've talked about this many times. There are certain types of movies that scream, Betsy, this is for you, and I think you'll like this. This on paper is the kind of movie I should really like, especially because I know a lot of people who really like this movie, and I'm just kind of meh about it.
You hang in musical groups. You're in
Yes.
a group yourself that you
Some
go
of the
and sing
songs
in.
they sang in this movie, I have performed in that group.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just, like you, it's fine. It's fine. It's not bad. It's not good. I just think it's fine.
Yeah.
It is predictable, but I have fun watching it. It's the sort of thing, if we were in a hotel and it was on TV, we would turn it on and just let it play in the background.
Ooh, the hotel test.
This is the hotel test. Would you watch this movie if you were flipping through channels? Now that you've seen it, would you stop on this and watch the rest of it?
I'm going to say no.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not even on that par.
I don't even think that, like, the musical numbers being what they are, I don't think they were that good. And I think the whole idea of them doing these remix stuff, and like the very end, the finals where they're doing this medley, I could not keep track of what songs they were singing. Well, because it was all at the same time.
Part of it is also, you don't know the music of this era because neither of us were really listening to popular music at that time.
I knew enough of them.
We don't listen to the radio much.
I knew enough of them that I recognized them when they were only singing that one. But then they moved on to the next, and on to the next, and throw in one lyric from this one, and then to call back to another one, and it's all over the place.
It's a mix. That's what you're supposed to do.
It's a medley. I get that, but I did not like how they did it.
Interesting. All right, well, do you have any other final thoughts, other moments you liked or like truly despised? Because you seem to have some strong feelings about this movie at certain moments.
Yes, the No Diggity was a real crowd pleaser.
Yes,
I really liked how they did that. Because they got everybody involved.
Well, and that's a song you know and like.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I liked the descriptor, organized nerd singing.
How do you feel about pitch slapped?
I hate it.
How do you feel about you've got a toner? It's a boner for
it's a girl boner for
the acapella singer.
I shake my head.
And then she says, "Nope, that's just my dick."
That was funny. Oh yeah, and the convenient way that Anna Camp can now apparently hit bass notes.
Well, sure. She had nodes, Trent. It's a very serious condition for every college student, and she made the courageous choice to have them operated on during spring break, which now makes her sing like, oh.
She's suddenly Barry White.
Which is so stupid because it's like she can't control it because first she's singing in her normal, like, mezzo-soprano voice, and then she's just like 1, 2, oh.
Yeah,
what is that?
She can just drop down, and there's no octave in between.
No.
She can't hit anything in between. It's just way down there.
No, I also appreciate that in the final scene, you can hear that there is a bass singing during that montage.
Yes, I know. I noticed it.
When they show her, she's doing that thing that people do when they're trying to sing low, which is like tuck your chin in and put your head down. And she's making the weird like, oh, face.
Right.
Like they're all lip singing. They didn't do this live. Yeah. And she is just, oh. You can tell she's reaching for those notes in her head.
Yeah. But no, that's about it. I didn't hate it. I think I have no interest in seeing the sequels because, again, these movies are not for me. They're barely even for Betsy.
Fair enough. But we included it. You know, we talk about why we're doing this series and why this one. And I think it's hard to not include this as a, quote, important movie for the year of 2012 because it was fucking everywhere. This movie was all over the internet.
Yeah.
Everybody loved this damn movie.
And it's like I said in the intro, or when we came back, this movie was born out of things that were happening on the internet. People were being very creative and doing their whole mashups of different songs, and those are fun, but not to make into an entire almost 2-hour movie.
Right. And they had the song was everywhere. Like, even if you didn't see this movie, you knew that fucking song.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I like that song.
It gets overplayed is the problem.
It did, yes.
It got annoying after a while,
right? But
everybody knows it. So that's why we included this one. But we're going to wrap this one up. We don't have an email today, but we do have a couple of comments, feedback, things that we have had reactions to for some of our recent posts on social media.
a smattering of responses from people.
Yes. So we've been doing something called the Never Seen It Movie Club. If we haven't talked about this yet on the podcast, it's just something where we can't do an episode about these movies because the one rule is we just have one of us who hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
That's all we're doing for the podcast.
Yep.
Is at least one of us hasn't seen it. These are movies both of us have watched so many times.
Yes, we are big fans of these movies, and we're not going to just throw out, oh yeah, guys, Star Wars, have you heard of this movie? It's really good.
These are movies we are really passionate about, that we really love, and we would love for you all to go and see.
Yeah, and
because we find a lot
yeah.
of people haven't watched them.
Yeah, that's the thing. Not everybody has gone out and seen, like our first one was Scott Pilgrim. We talk about Scott Pilgrim all the time. I just did. So yeah, we're trying to find movies that Betsy and I both really enjoy, and we want to share with you.
Yeah, so if you look for those posts, we did one recently. One of the entries was Children of Men.
Yeah.
And this movie came out in 2006. It should have been nominated for Best Picture, and I thought it was, but I found out in retrospect that it was not.
Should have won.
Which is a fucking travesty, because I have watched this movie so many times. But we did get a comment from Blake saying, one of the greatest movies ever made. I often say this movie saved my life. And that is strong praise, and it is well-deserved. I'm waiting for this damn movie to be released in 4K because it's gonna look amazing.
I first saw that movie on a very small TV with someone that I wasn't really into seeing a movie with. Like, we just rented it because we wanted to do something. And I wanted to pay attention to the movie. She did not. So I didn't actually end up finishing it. I ended up renting it or like getting it much, much later, maybe like a year or two later, and I watched the whole thing, and I was blown away.
It's one of those movies, the first time I saw it in the theater, I was like, okay, this is a good movie. Like, I liked it.
Yeah.
But then I found myself just thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it in the coming weeks. And the next time I watched it, I was like, this movie's amazing. And I just, every time I watch it, I see something I didn't see the time before.
Yeah, and I am a sucker for like dystopian movies that it's this world, but one thing is different.
It's familiar.
That caused it to completely go sideways. I love movies like this.
Absolutely. We also recently posted about Drive, which just celebrated another anniversary. I think that one just crossed like 11 years or something like that.
Sure. Which
is one of the earlier movies we did. And Rebecca commented, I love this movie. 80% for the soundtrack and 20% because Ryan Gosling is in it. It's a great movie. We could barely speak about this movie in the best way possible, just because it is one that must be experienced.
Yeah. There's not a lot that happens in it, but what happens is impactful, let's say.
Absolutely. We got one more comment here from Danny about Top Gun Maverick, so a recent movie we watched. Getting around to listening to the Top Gun Maverick podcast, I didn't think for a second that Maverick died. Tom Cruise would never let his character die in his own movie. Took all suspense out of it for me. And when I read that, I was like, oh, no, that makes a lot of sense, because you're right. Tom Cruise is an absolute control freak about all of his projects, and he's had the career that he is entitled to do that if he wants. But I didn't think about that in the moment. I was very invested in the movie, and I was just the way they set it up, I was buying into the possibility.
Yeah.
But not sitting there watching it and hearing that comment, I was like, no, that tracks, because Tom Cruise rarely dies on screen.
Yeah. I can think of only like one off the top of my head where he does.
But that would be called a spoiler.
That would be very much spoilers without giving a heads up. But it's definitely one of our favorites. Anyway.
But yes, thank you guys for sharing your thoughts about those movies. We like to hear about anything and everything. We just love to talk about movies. That's why we're doing this podcast. So we would like to hear from you. You don't have to send us an email. You could send us a message on Facebook, on Instagram, any way that you use social media. We're on all of them. If you would like to send us an email and tell us about any of those movies, any of the other Never Seen It movie clubs that we've posted about, Pitch Perfect, your love for Skylar Astin and his Skylar Astin face, your distaste for the song Cups or the sequels to this movie, really anything that you would like to talk about. You can bring up any of the movies that we've already covered in these decades. We've already done 62 all the way to 2002, and we've got one more of these coming up soon. But email us your thoughts at neverseenitpod@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter, neverseenit_pod. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram, neverseenitpod1. That's the number 1. You can support the show by clicking the link in the podcast description and throwing us a buck or two. Otherwise, just share your thoughts, as I said, share the posts, and get the word out there about what we're doing here at Never Seen It.
Yeah, we want to hear.
So we are coming to the finish line. We have one more movie in our decades. We will be in present day 2022.
It's a big one.
It's a big one. So something from this year, because while we were on the way, we might as well make a stop where we are presently.
Indeed.
But until that time, this has been Never Seen It. I am Betsy.
And I'm Trent.
And we will see you in the future. Or the present?
In the present.
In the present. Bye.